Mic check, mic check. Morning Masters Podcast. Your host, Maine, of course. Across me, I got a special guest. A little different sequence than normal. Past year, you've been in the back, behind the camera. I got Slim from Sit Down with Slim.
What's up? What's up?
So, real quick, I have to ask you this question. Is it Sit Down with Slim or Sit Down with Slims?
Sit Down with Slim.
So, why do you add the S at the end?
I don't know. I guess I got a weird list for something.
I was going to say this. I was going to ask you if this is why. Because apparently your nickname is Slim, right? But you're not Slim anymore by a long shot. So, I don't know if you just add the extra S. Is that for the weight or just because you just did it?
This boy wild. Nah, it's I don't know, dog. I guess I just be tripping sometimes. Like, you know, when I first started podcasting, I just used to say crazy stuff. So I talk too fast.
Well, I don't know. I'm gonna be honest with you. I think you say more crazy stuff now than when you first started.
You think so? I think I'm more strategic with what I say now.
It could be. You could be trolling now. I don't know. You probably got the.
I really be chilling now, bro. Like I don't be caring. I don't know if you noticed, but I don't even be saying nothing on Facebook and stuff no more. I be going ham on Twitter though.
Yeah, we gonna reverse a little bit because I don't want to start there because I don't know. Okay, that's it. Let's start back. Let's go somewhere else. All right, so let's talk about you real quick and just about yourself because I had you on before when you first started. Matter of fact, that's how we even got connected, right?
Yeah.
But I was doing it differently back then, so I wanted to just kind of revamp that and kind of give them an idea of you and who you are. So let's talk about you. Like where you originally from, born, raised, all that stuff. Let's get into that first.
I ain't from nowhere.
Oh,
I'm
boy.
a nomad.
Yeah, I see.
I just been around. I've been traveling. I know where you getting to, but
Where were you born?
I was born in Fort Polk, Louisiana. My mama from Louisiana, but I'm a military brat, so I was born on a military base. After that, I think I stayed in D.C. My dad from Virginia. I've been to Virginia a couple times. I stayed in Germany. I stayed in
all this is in sequence?
I stayed in Augusta 3 times in my life. First time I stayed in Augusta, I stayed right here off of Tobacco Road. I went to Jamestown Elementary. Then I moved to Germany. Then I came back from Germany and we moved to Evans. I didn't even know Evans was out there. That was my first time seeing Evans.
Nice place, isn't it?
Beautiful. I love it. Everything about it. I ain't gonna lie. When I first got there, though, I was shocked. Like, my first day of school, I'll never forget, I had on a baby blue P. Miller outfit with a white do-rag. And the school I just came from.
Getting jiggy with it.
Yeah, you could wear do-rags, just not in class.
In Evans?
Nah, in Germany.
Oh, okay, I got you, okay.
So this is my first date. This is my first day at the school in Evans, and I'll never forget this white girl stood up in the cafeteria. Like, everybody was shocked when I walked in. Like, all the black people was dressing like white people. So I had a P. Miller outfit on. I think I had, like, some white Romeo. Yeah, and I had real long hair. I probably had, like, 2 gold chains on, like, long chains, you know, this like the Nelly era. And this white girl stood up and was like, damn, he fine as hell. Oh, and I was like, man.
Here we go. All right.
I was like, dog, I'm far from home. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I'm in for a shot.
So what places have you been all your life? Not just in sequence, just in general. Like
majority of my life.
Yeah.
The longest I ever stayed somewhere probably was Evans. I stayed there from 2003 to 2008, and then I came back in 2010. And I stayed there till 2012. Then I went to college at Georgia Southern for 2 years. Then I lived in Atlanta for 2 years. Then I came back here.
Okay. I noticed that you're gonna say a lot of things to make it seem like you're not from Columbia County. So we're gonna pass that. All right.
If you want me to be from Columbia County, I will be. I don't mind. I love Columbia County.
I just want you to embrace.
I love Columbia County, dog. I love it. I have a beautiful condo in Columbia County. It's great.
Weird flex. I like that. It's nice flex. I like that flex.
It's a great creative space. When I come into the neighborhood, my white neighbors be waving at me. They don't like me. They be filing complaints against me and stuff, but they pretend like they like me, and I love that.
Look at you playing your music too loud. Let me find out.
Nah, I don't.
But
you know what's crazy? The places I stay. Oh, I forgot. I stayed in Kentucky for 2 years. Did I say that?
Nah, but I know that already. But
yeah, I stayed in Kentucky for 2 years. When I stayed in Kentucky, I used to get my mama kicked out of apartments and stuff and all kind of crazy stuff because I played music too loud. My first car was a 79 Impala, and I had some foes on it with like 415s in the back. So I used to always get noise complaints, all kind of crazy stuff. But now I don't do all that, bro. Factory car, you know what I'm saying? I be chilling. I'm 30 years old. I had to grow out of that crazy stuff.
So take me back to I know pretty much your story, but I want them to kind of know it. So Take me back to, let's just start from high school, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you go to high school, you out here. Tell us about Slim then. 'Cause I know Slim now. We're going to get into Slim now soon, but tell us about Slim then.
Yeah, high
'Cause
school.
I think the way you are now, people know like who you were then. They can probably more understand how the growth in you and why you act the way you act now. So like, tell us about your time then, like high school years, stuff like that.
Bro, when I was in high school, I was stupid as hell. No lie, like I don't know what the hell was wrong with me. So when I moved, I got to backtrack a little bit. When I moved from Germany, at Germany, like everybody knew me for hooping. Then I moved to Columbia County, and I wasn't gonna play ball because the school system was different. I just came from a military school where I made straight A's. My lowest grade was like a 96, and I was in advanced classes. My lowest grade was a 96. I got here, I made my first B in science because I was like, this curriculum is crazy. I remember going home telling my mama, yeah, and they had a class called Georgia Studies. I'm like, bro, I don't care about the history of Georgia. You know what I'm saying? So I had 2 B's, matter of fact. I had a B in science and I had a B in Georgia Studies. I was like, man, I ain't playing basketball. I got to get my grades right. You know what I'm saying? Because you got to go to college to play basketball. For real, you got to go to college to play basketball. So I was like,
had a B. A B is fine. Like C's is the ball players is getting. They okay with that. So
Man,
you was mad with a B.
Yeah, I'm a perfectionist.
That's
dog.
wild.
I ain't gonna lie.
So I wouldn't say you was stupid back then. You seem like you was very smart. If you ask me.
We about to get to the nitty and gritty.
Oh, okay, I got you.
So I wasn't gonna play ball, but the coach came up to me when I was in gym class because I used to be in the hooping like crazy, and he was like, "Man, I need you to play on the team, whatever, woo, blah blah." And I was like, "All right, I'll play." I went to tryouts, and I went crazy in tryouts. And the second tryout, it was a guy. He was in 7th grade. I think he had just moved to that school. His name was Brian Andrews. And he went to the trials and went ham. He was like the fundamental player. You know, I'm the flashy player. He was the fundamental player. So,
I don't know, but okay, we can keep going.
Well, the people that know him know. A lot of people know him for basketball. But so the coach basically came up to me and was like, "I'm gonna sit here and be honest with you. Like, I don't think you're coachable. So I'm gonna go ahead and go with Brian Andrews over you." And I knew it was like some race stuff. You know what I'm saying? Because Brian Andrews was one of the guys that like everybody knew his parents and stuff. So that was my first time dealing with something like that. Because in Columbia County, it's not about how good you are. It's about how much money your parents put into the fundraisers and stuff. Not saying he wasn't better than me, because he probably was better than me. But he was more fundamental when I wasn't. You know what I'm saying? So
you weren't coachable.
That's what he said. Was it true? It could have been true. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I was a little kid.
But he found that out from tryouts?
Yeah. I took it personal, you know what I'm saying? So after that, I remember I cried in school and everything. My little girlfriend, she played ball too, and she was like, "It's not that serious." Woo. Bro, I know you over there laughing. I'm being for real, bro. I cried for real because that was my last time playing basketball, and I say it all the time, bro. Kids always quit basketball and pick up that marijuana, bro. So of course, that's the first thing I did. My homeboy that I always kicked it with, he used to always smoke, him and his brothers and stuff. So I used to always be like, man, that weed stuff, man, I ain't never smoking weed. That stuff's scary. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I don't even want to sit there and be high and looking crazy.
Right.
Man, I hit that weed one time. I started seeing Spider-Man and Bugs Bunny and all kind of crazy stuff. Next thing I know, it's like it happened overnight. I hit the weed one time. Then I went to the dope man house, and he was like, "Man, I like you," and he just gave me an ounce and was like, "Man, just bring me back some money."
So pretty much, you didn't make the team, but you made the other tryouts.
Yeah,
that's what's up. I mean, it happens.
I stopped playing basketball and I started smoking weed and getting wild. And then I always been on girls, but now I got nothing but free time. So I start really going crazy in that department.
Did you start caring about your grades at that point?
Oh, okay. I still was making good grades. I ain't start making bad grades by the time I got to 9th grade, which was high school. And you know what's crazy about me quitting basketball?
You didn't quit.
I was short.
But
yeah, I didn't quit, but you know what I'm saying? But I was short basically my whole life. In 8th grade, I think I was like 5'3", 5'4". I hit a growth spurt over the summer and I was 5'10".
So you should play in high school then. Why you didn't play high school?
I was selling drugs. I was like, man, I ain't really.
But that's kind of what I wanted to get into, like with you, because I think too we had a conversation a lot off mic, off air, but a lot of times people do have this preconceived notion. I would say of you. I'm not even gonna say of people different from Columbia County. I'm gonna talk about just you. Mm-hmm. I guess now you older now, so you make different decisions now than what you probably would have made when you was younger. But I think people that maybe didn't know you back then, you know what I'm saying, view you one way now, and they assume that, oh, well, he just X Y Z, you know. But I would think that you the way you are now because of the way you were back then. You know what I'm saying? So even you talking about, selling drugs, is that and third, like looking at you now, I couldn't see that. You know what I'm saying? I can't see you doing that, I guess 10, 12 years ago.
Yeah, because bro, dog, when I was young and I was doing all that crazy stuff, I really wasn't like that. I ain't never been like that. Like I ain't never been no tough guy. I ain't never been no gangster type. Yeah, I used to like get into stupid stuff, but I was doing it because I was stupid. You know what I'm saying? Like I ain't know what was going on. I ain't had like no guidance and stuff. Like I ain't had no daddy. I had a stepdad, but he left when I was in like 9th grade or whatever. I think not the beginning of 10th grade. Then on top of that, I was a pretty boy. So it's like, I was like, oh, girls like this. I'm about to do this. You know what I'm saying? For real. Like, bro, I'll never forget, too, like, what really changed me, dog, and you about to laugh about this, too, but I hate telling this story. Dog, this is a true story, though. I had got kicked out of school for selling weed, and I was in 9th grade, and this kid said that I gave him some weed for $2. And when they called me to the office, I had $2 in my pocket.
I'm gonna tell you right now. Every time you tell the story, I believe the kid. I just believe the kid, man.
But look,
there's no way possible you don't have $2 in your pocket.
That's a coincidence, cause bro, everybody know I used to eat a pack of Skittles every morning, bro. I used to eat Skittles all day. So like, I ain't start selling candy till after that. But I used to buy candy, the little fundraisers.
Right.
I used to buy Skittles all day. I'm talking about I used to eat at least like 3-4 packs a day. Then at lunch, you buying lunch and stuff. Just so happened they pulled us out of class in 6th period, and I had $2 in my pocket.
Listen, man.
Was the $2 his? Now that I'm a grown man, yes, it was his. But bruh.
So why wouldn't we believe that he was telling the truth? It's okay. It's over now. It's okay.
But you know what's crazy? Like, I'm not a liar. I don't really lie much. But that day, them lies was coming. And that's the only time I ever lied to my mama.
What you told her?
I had to look her in her face. My mom was like, baby, tell me now. Do not have me going up the bat to you in front of these white folks. Tell me now, did you do this or did you not do it? I said, Ma, I did not do this. The only reason why I lied to her is because I knew if I told her the truth, she would have went into that tribunal and told them folks, like, my son did this, but y'all should forgive him. Because my mom's an honest person, too. I knew I wanted to go back to school. And I wasn't about to just leave school, you know what I'm saying, because I did something stupid.
All right, so, but from then on, right? Mm-hmm. What grade was it? How old were you then when this happened?
This was 9th grade. Oh, I was getting to a funny story. So that was 9th grade. So I went to my tribunal, and it's crazy. It was actually a black principal that went to the tribunal too, and he was talking about how I hang out with bad people and this and that, and da-da-da, and they should expel me from all Columbia County schools. Like, he was going in, but the judge liked me. She was like, he got A's and B's. So she was like, I'm gonna just give him 2 days of in-school suspension and let him back in school. So they let me back in school. And then my mom, she came with these crazy rules, and I'm not good with rules or authority, none of that. I suck with that. And one of the rules was I had to ride the bus to school. I hated riding the bus, even though it was this girl that used to ride the bus with me, and she used to pleasure me on the bus.
Yeah, what's
so
your
I used
deal,
to like
bro?
that.
What's up with you, bro?
But I hated riding the bus, though. You know what I'm saying? So she didn't catch me not riding the bus for a minute. And you can't smoke. I like to smoke on the way to school. You know what I'm saying?
How old were you at this time?
This was 10th grade now.
So what, 15, something like that?
Yeah, 15.
Had to smoke on the way to school?
Yeah.
All right.
So I'll never forget, dog. So my homeboy dropped me off down the street. I ain't know my mom was home because she was working a government job at the time. I ain't know she was home. So I was standing on the street smoking a cigarette, and I put a cigarette out and I walked in the house. Not only was she home, her husband was home. And then they was like, I ain't hear no bus. I said, oh, I got off at another stop. And they was like, oh, okay. Then the bus came riding up the road, like right after I said that. So I said, dang. So I'm sitting in my room, and they did what they always say, like, man, I'm about to send him to Louisiana. Woo, woo, woo. And he used to always be like, nah, man, don't send him nowhere. My mom used to always try to send me to Louisiana, and her husband used to always be like, nah, don't send him nowhere. So I guess I got to appreciate him for that, right? Well, anyway, they came up with this crazy idea that, you know why I think he acts crazy? It's that long ass hair on his head.
Them braids?
So, bruh, no lie, bruh. Her husband came and tried to grab me. I broke free. We got to fighting. I started running out the front door. He trips me, bruh. He trips me, grabs me, holds me down, and she takes all my braids. I only had 4 braids in. She takes the braids out and took the clippers and cut all my hair off, bruh. Bruh, that traumatized me so bad. You know what I'm saying? Because at the time, you like, you know, I'm pretty and stuff. The girls like me. I got the hair. That's my signature, whatever.
She can cut hair, your mom's?
No, I was scared up. I went to school. They was jiving on me, bruh. They was jiving on me bad. I'm talking about just bad, bruh. And I was so embarrassed. Like, I tried to wear my hat and stuff. I had nicks all in my head. And you know I got a ugly hairline. She made it even worse, bruh.
Dude, people, like when you see them now, do they be saying that to you? Like, remember that time you came to school with your hair fucked up?
Nah, that was so long ago. People don't remember that. When they see this, they gonna remember it, though. But, so then after that, I think, like, a month went by. And my mom used to sell, like, pictures and stuff. That's where I got all them pictures that's in my crib. She used to sell pictures, and we went to Atlanta, and there was a barbershop in front of where she used to buy her pictures at, and I had got my hair cut, and I went to school, and the girls was all over me. So she really made it worse. You know what I'm saying? Because, like, bruh, I'll send you the picture. My 10th grade yearbook picture, because I ain't got no yearbook pictures after 10th grade. I only got 9th grade, 10th grade. My 10th grade yearbook picture, I'm high as hell. I got on a red t-shirt and my eyes is bloodshot red and my braids is nappy as hell.
So what we're gonna do is when you send that picture, that's gonna be the cover art for this particular podcast. I appreciate that. But you mentioned,
I'm one of the people that's not ashamed of my old picture.
Nah, I hope not, because I'm using it. So you said something that I wanted to ask you about. You said after 10th grade you don't have no more yearbook pictures. So you just dropped out?
Nah, I stopped going to school like that after 10th grade.
What's the reason behind? So you didn't drop out though, but you stopped going to school?
Yeah, like in 11th grade, I went to school sometimes. I went to school like probably like 3 times a week. And I probably stayed like all day. 12th grade, I went to school like once or twice a week, and I never stayed the whole day.
So where you end up graduating from?
I graduated in Kentucky, and I wasn't gonna go back to school, but my mama asked me to go back to school because what happened was what had happened? So I hated school because, like I said, I don't like authority, and I used to have these crazy teachers that used to bother me. It's been like this my whole life, even before like I got in high school. I used to have teachers that used to like try to act like I was their guinea pig. Like, oh, I'm gonna change him. Kind of like when you like meet a girl and the girl wants you to be like Prince Charming, who they always wanted you to be, and that don't never work out. That's how teachers used to treat me too. They used to be like, oh, I'm gonna change him. And I'm not good with that. So 11th, 12th grade, when I started feeling myself, I was like, bro, I'm just not going to go here. I don't have to go here. And I used to convince my friends, too. I used to be like, bro, y'all don't have to go there.
They took they at school, though, didn't they?
No, they dropped out, too. They don't even have high school diplomas.
You're a bad influence. See, look,
you
got yours, though, right?
Yeah, because what happened was 12th grade, like the beginning of December, I ended up going to jail, and I was in jail for like 5 to 6 months. And when I got out, it was like November. Yeah, it was November because it was prom time when I got out. Everybody was going to prom. And what happened? Oh, jail is what really changed me. Because, you know, it's my senior year. I'm only 17 years old. It's my senior year, and you in there with them grown men. They stank. They crying all the time. And
so when I asked you why you didn't get yearbook pictures, that's what I was getting at.
I
already know the story. So
I never like during yearbook time, I never was taking yearbook pictures. Like, you know, your senior year, you're supposed to be taking your senior pictures. I ain't even, man, I'm gonna be completely honest with you. I knew I wasn't graduating because I didn't do nothing with no senior project. I wasn't going to school. But I'm gonna be honest, I only went to school because I had a nice outfit and I wanted to get some girls.
Yeah,
that's the only reason why I used to go to school. For real. I was stupid when I was young, bro. And I remember, like, you know how you had those career days and the teachers be showing you how to fill out college applications and stuff? Bro, I never did it. I just used to sit in class and just sit there like, I know I ain't going to college.
Why'd you go to jail?
I went to jail because I'm gonna be completely honest. I was riding with one of my friends and I had this cute little Colombian girl with me, and she asked me, she told me she had a ride or whatever, and she didn't have a ride. So she asked me to take her home, and I lived all the way close to Appling, and she stayed all the way close to Hepzibah. And I was like, shawty, I'm high and I'm drunk. I'm not taking you, and I ain't got no license. That's the worst part about it. Like, I had my license when I finally got my license when I was like 16 and a half. I only had my license for a couple months and they suspended it because I was throwing eggs in the neighborhood. And they suspended my license when I went to court.
I be wilding in the county, man. But go ahead.
That was stupid too. That was real stupid.
What are you doing eggs for? Was it Halloween?
Yeah, it was Halloween.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. That's normal.
Nah, that was stupid though. I was in a brand new GMC Denali, hanging out the sunroof, throwing eggs while Joe was driving.
Okay,
it was stupid, bro.
Yeah, you just gotta stunt sometimes. I don't know.
Nah, that was stupid. But
But you still didn't tell me why you went to jail.
Oh,
I'm
trying
to get to the why. Yeah. Why were you in there?
So I got we was taking her home, basically got pulled over, and I had some weed on me, but I had it hid. Basically, they told on me and told them where the weed was, and I went to jail for possession with intent.
They?
Yeah, they. My friend that will remain nameless.
I don't know who it is. It don't bother me because if you hang with people that tell, that's fine. But it's just I knew the story. I didn't know how you were gonna say the story because you tell it. Sometimes you tell a story, you add details, you take details away. So
I'm gonna tell the truth, dog, because it's so old.
So he's in there for 5 months for pretty much possession of marijuana. I'm assuming.
Yeah.
No license.
I wasn't driving. He was driving.
Okay. So them 5. What your mom said to you? How was that like? Them 5 months.
My mom came and seen me one time while I was in
Where you at? Columbia County?
I was in Columbia County. She came and seen me one time, and she cried the whole time, and she was asking me stupid questions like, "Why you be smoking cigarettes?" I said, "Shawty, you see where I'm at?"
Shawty?
Yeah.
Dude, you a wild guy.
Shawty, you see where I'm at? And you talking about some cigarettes? I said, I'm supposed to be in school.
Nah, that's your fault, nigga. It's not her fault, man.
But see, I had a bond though, and then what really made me mad, she came up there to see me with her new little boyfriend. And I'm looking like, and then you got Buddy in here looking at me all crazy and stuff, and here judging me. I'm like, man, I ain't got time for this.
Yeah, I would assume when you in there, you mad anyway. So anything you can get mad, you can get upset about.
Angry.
Yeah,
bro,
you
I'm
get
in
upset
here with
about
all
anything.
these grown men, and they stink, bro. Then, like, bro, I don't care what nobody say. Everybody gonna be laughing when I say this, but for me, bro, the worst part about jail is 2 things. These are the worst part about jail for me personally. Ain't no clean water in there, and ain't no facial wash. That's just me. Like, I need some clean water to drink, and I want to wash my face.
But I thought you said you don't like rules. You gotta follow rules in jail.
Ain't really no crazy rules in jail.
You can't go nowhere. I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, but like it ain't really no crazy rules. But I didn't get accustomed to being in jail like well at all. And on top of that, I kept thinking I was getting out because my bond was like $1,000. So I know my friends gonna come give me $1,000. All the stuff I done did for them. Then I found out real quick they broke. I was like, y'all boys ain't got $1,000.
But you get 10 friends, $100 a piece. That's $1,000.
Exactly. Right. I'm like, y'all boys ain't got $1,000. Then I started thinking, I was like, oh, I'm the only friend with the money.
Yeah, you probably should have saved some money if you gonna sell drugs. I guess, did you learn a lesson? Like, if you sell drugs to have bond money?
Yeah, but just so happened the day that I got locked up, I went shopping and spent every dollar I had.
You don't have good luck, do you, when it comes to stuff like you
I got horrible luck, bro.
Yeah, you don't have the best luck. And I asked the question because I ain't gonna go into all that, but I know like that's not even the only time you've been in jail, but you've been like throughout your life, like up until now. How much time you think you spent in jail altogether?
I ain't really spend that much. I did those 5 to 6 months that one time.
That's a lot of time to me.
I did when I got out. I went back to school the next year, and
you did finish though.
This was when I was trying to finish. I ended up doing a month then, and then when I was in Kentucky, I think I did like a week. Then I moved back to Georgia, and I had warrants from all that, and I did like a month.
So about a year, or let's say a year, maybe a little under a year, something like that. 8 months.
7, 8 months.
Okay, well that's still a lot. That's 7, 8 months more than me. So
yeah,
I don't want to even see no handcuffs from an officer. So
stuff happens, dog.
Yeah, no, I definitely that's true. So at what point like do you feel like things change for you and start clicking where you maybe start making better decisions?
When I moved back to Georgia, I already was like about to start making changes. Like when I was in Kentucky, all them boys out there was smoking crack and messing with trannies, and I was like, I got to get out of here. And that was the only time I had ever been like depressed in my life.
That didn't excite you, did it?
No,
Yeah, I got
not
it.
at all. Like I was super depressed, bro. Like I went back to smoking weed. Then I was drinking every day. You know, I'm only like 20 years old, and I remember telling my mama, like, dog, I'm going back to Georgia. I was like, if it's with you or without you, like I had started going to school, and I did a semester at this community college, and I was doing real good. I said, dog, no lie, like when I get done with this semester, I'm going to Georgia. So she decided she was gonna go to Georgia too. So we ended up moving back. Oh, but how I finished high school, when we moved back to Kentucky, when we moved to Kentucky, I don't know what came over me, dog, but I already was going to school at Greenbrier, and I was making straight A's because I felt like I was too old to be around everybody that was in there because I was 18. You know, I was supposed to graduate when I was 17, and I just felt like I was too old, so I had straight A's at Greenbrier. And then when I got to Kentucky, my grades was even better. I think my lowest grade was like a 98. They was even better. So I had to do a lot of work to finish school. Though I had to go to credit recovery. I had to go to night school. I had to go to summer school because I was basically a whole year behind.
Yeah.
Because of all them days that I had missed. But I got my high school diploma. I'll never forget. I got my high school diploma like the third day of summer school. I finished my little credits, and then they just hand you your diploma. She handed me my diploma, and I walked home. And I was like, dang, so what I'm going to do now? I had no idea what I was going to do. Then I just randomly was like, man, everybody I know that got money went to college. I'm just going to see what this college stuff talking about. I had no idea what I was doing. Started going to college, though. End up getting into some more trouble. End up going to jail again for the police said I stole some gas. I went into a gas station, and I gave a girl like $1 for some change and like $5 for some gas. And she put too much on the pump because she made like a mistake. So I said, oh, I got some free gas. So I filled up, I drove off, and they set up a roadblock like right in front of my neighborhood, over $30 worth of gas.
Yeah, but this is the second time you're saying that they said something, and it's like it happened. So like,
oh, I did that. I'm not sitting here saying that.
I know the stories. I know you did that, but this is the second time you said like they said I did this, and then like you said that at first they said that the white boy said that he sold you some weed for $2. And you had $2 in your pocket,
That's
right?
what they said.
Yeah,
bro, it's always you versus them.
And then they said you stole some gas, but you had a lot of gas in your car,
Bro,
right?
it's always you versus them. It's
Okay.
always, bro. You always got to protect your innocence.
I don't see what you're protecting here, but I got it. I got you.
Oh, nah, bro. I'm grown now. Like, all this happened, like, what, 13 years ago? Like, I can talk about it now. It don't matter.
Nah, you did the timer. That's us over with. I mean, I know
Yeah.
that story, though. Like, I know that story. So, when you came back to Georgia and you started going, you went to Georgia Southern, right?
Yeah. I went to Georgia Southern, like, a year later. Before I went to Georgia Southern, I went to Georgia Military College for a year, and I got my associate's degree. And I made all A's and B's the whole time I was going there. And I was only going to school because I was like, man, let me do something to make my mama happy. You know what I'm saying?
I know the feeling.
Yeah, like I really didn't want to go to school.